If you're as allergic to spending money as I am, boy have I got some headphones for you, and if you give me 5 minutes, I'll tell you all about it. These headphones sport a design that's a little odd compared to the rest of the pack. For example, they actually have ear-shaped ear cups. Instead of the normal oval that sits near your skull, these have a much wider top than they do at a bottom, which help a lot of people like me who have taxi cab doors for ears instead of, ears. I specifically want to call out these headphones for not being so good at working out. There is no ingress protection rating, meaning that there has not been any tests to prove that these can block moisture or dust. So because these are inexpensive headphones, a number of design choices are pretty obvious. The chunky buttons that take a fair amount of force to press are your main means of communicating with your phone. Volume up, noise cancellation modes, and power and pairing. Not a lot of advanced stuff here. However, commuters might really enjoy the fact that these fold up so small to be chucked into a bag. These are made of surprisingly good materials for the cost. A metal band with decent fabric padding and leatherette on the ear cups mean that these will last you quite a while, even if you abuse them casually like most people do on the subway. Now, of course, because these are inexpensive headphones, they don't have higher bitrate codecs, and in fact, these only have Bluetooth 5.3 via SBC. Not the worst thing in the world anymore, but it's worth noting. However, if you do want higher quality listening, you can use the USB port on the bottom of the ear cup to listen to lossless files. Unfortunately, there is no 3.5mm jack, but that's just a sign of the times. Wired listening is going to be moving fully to USB, so you better get used to it. JLab's app is one of the best on the market, and it's not because it's highly polished like an Apple product or whatever, but they actually put in some useful features that will positively impact your life. For example, if you're looking for headphones for kids, I greatly appreciate the volume limiter, which tries to keep things at 85 decibels or lower. There's also a 10-band equalizer, which is a lot more fleshed out than you'd find on Bose, for example. And this allows you to take more control of how your music sounds, and you can tinker with it to your heart's content. These might not have the largest battery in the world, however, that's not the worst thing. In our torture test, these were able to last 44 hours and 18 minutes. Not too shabby. When you consider that a lot of the competing headphones in the ANC space last around 24 to 30 hours, this result seems a lot better in comparison. And when you consider the fact that these are direct competitors to something that's $200, $300, yeah, this looks a lot better. The JLab JBuds Lux ANC also support fast charging. 10 minutes of charge will get you about 4 hours of listening, so if you're late for a commute, don't worry, you got a couple minutes, you can top off and you'll make it to work in time. Now, I could tell you that the mic quality is pretty decent, but I'll let 89 of our readers tell you. This will be enough for your phone calls or video calls. Just note that your call quality will change depending on your connection quality or the filters applied by your chat client. Now, noise canceling, again, these are $80 headphones, so you can't expect the world of them. But you can expect between 15 and 20 decibels of outside noise to be attenuated, which is pretty decent. Taking into account the lows, mids, and highs, you can expect about 81% of the noise around you to be dulled away. While not amazing overall, compared to the top-of-the-line ANC headphones, is really good for everything under $200. Well, sound quality-wise, they do okay. Overall, the score is a 4.5, which, while isn't perfect, is very, very good. And for a set of ANC headphones, that's pretty much about what you can ask, especially for 80 bucks. For people who enjoy more bass, these are probably not the headphones for you. However, they do emphasize everything up to 300 hertz, about 2 to 3 decibels more than what we usually like to see. Not bad, but it's something to be aware of. Now, as far as alternatives go, you're going to be shelling out a lot more cash if you want to upgrade any part of this. The Anker Soundcore Space 1 offers better ANC, but is $20 more expensive and sounds worse. If you want something that sounds comparable to the JLab JBuds Lux ANC, you're going to be going to the Sennheisers and Sonys of the world, and that starts at about $200. JLab makes a lot of models of headphones and in-ears that do pretty well in our tests, and the JLab JBuds Lux ANC are among the best under $100, no matter how you slice it. Sound quality, ANC, and a host of more advanced features through the app, is really more than anybody would expect at this price point, and they deliver. So if my internal body clock is anything to go by, that's been 5 minutes. Thank you for joining us here at SoundGuys, and happy listening.